Lord knows that this closet is an absolute wreck. I mean, there's just stuff everywhere. This, I believe, is a completely empty Bojangles box. There's just clothes and books and rags all over the place. One thing about moving out of your parents' house, and I think a lot of people can relate to this, is that your old bedroom is quickly converted into storage space. I'm just showing you the closet. I think I'll spare you what my room looks like, but needless to say, it's there's not a whole lot of room to walk in here. Anyway, the reason that I'm looking through my closet today is actually related to this shirt. I'm not actually looking for this specific shirt, but I thought it was an interesting shirt. It's a Nintendo Power shirt. And today, I'm cataloging Nintendo Power issues. I've had an interest for a long time in completing Nintendo Power because I got it as a kid. I think it was about 7 years old when I started getting it. I remember filling out the little sheet that came with my copy of Donkey Kong Country 2. And I really wanted the magazine. I thought it was super cool. So I got it as a Christmas gift or something like that. And then, that was part of my Christmas every year growing up was Nintendo Power. And I just kept getting it and getting it and getting it. And as far as I know, I didn't end my subscription until, from what I can tell on the shelf over there, issue 276. Now, that's not quite to the end, but I got pretty close. I really wish I would have just held on, but I didn't know it was going to end. I just knew that I was in college and I wasn't really reading it anymore. It was still getting sent to my parents' house, so I would get home and then there'd be several issues that I had to, catch up on. But I'm going to try and start finishing Nintendo Power because I got so close to the end, and I started really early. And a few years back, Thomas actually gave me a huge box of early issues before I ever started, getting them. So I'm trying to catalog everything today because I really want to find out how close I am. How many issues am I actually missing? Because at some point I would like to own them all and to display them. Even now, being as old as I am, I still find them fascinating. They're such a cool piece of gaming history, like a snapshot in time. And I always enjoyed the magazine, and it's still fun now to crack one open and read about Mega Man 2 strategies or whatnot. So I'm looking for some of the issues. I have a ton of them out there on the shelf. There's 92 through 276 out there, but I know I was getting it before 92, because issue 92 is maybe the first one where they went to a, I don't know what the terminology for it is, but it's like the spine is not stapled. Before that, they were doing stapled spines, at least for a little bit, and those issues aren't out there. I know I have some, and I think they're in here. And I'm like, oh god, I don't even know. There's a ton of gaming magazines down there, but that's EGM. EGM's another magazine that I got for a long, long time. And I'm less interested in those than the Nintendo Power. But I can't find these magazines. And I'm looking, but I'm having a hard time. Came over to Player's Choice and looked through all of their stuff. They got quite a few Nintendo Power. And I only got probably about that many, a handful. But Roland also sold me a box because I don't really have a good place to store these at the moment. Sometime I will. And I've also been starting to work on some of the Player's Choice GameCube stuff, so picked up Namco Museum for that as well. So I'm back home and I just finished cataloging all the Nintendo Power. This is the box that Thomas gave me some time ago. I mean, I don't know how long ago, but we've had it kind of in a closet. I knew that someday I wanted to get around to actually cataloging everything, figuring out how much we were missing. I didn't know when it would be, but apparently that day, is today. But there's a lot there, and once I took care of adding in the stuff that was in this box, there we go. You can see that's about how many I got, and they're nice because they're all, they have the little cardboard backing that comic collectors use. How I'll eventually have these stored is they won't have any of that, like cardboard in them. They won't be stored in a box. They'll be on a shelf. Ideally, I would like to have enough room at some point to display the Nintendo Power issues. It was just always a magazine I loved and really enjoyed. And you know, even though I had other subscriptions, because I had EGM for a long time, and I had what was the one that GameStop did? GameStop did their own like magazine, and I had that for a while. But Nintendo was always my favorite. And I after cataloging everything, I realized that we were only missing 45. And that's really not that many issues. There were apparently 285 total. I'm missing the final 9. And then I'm missing like a handful of them at the beginning. And I went ahead and like updated our collection page. It has our games on it with this Nintendo Power info. And I was talking a little bit about it on our Discord channel, and Chaz saw it, and he said, yeah, I got a surprise. I have almost all of the ones you're missing. And I was like, really? So he let me know that when he's going to be here, shoot, not next month. Oh, God. Oh, wow, ChefCon's in like 3 weeks. Anyway, he said when he's here next month, he will bring those Nintendo Power issues that I'm missing. Now, he doesn't have the last 9. I stopped collecting at, I think, 276, and then 285 was the last one. So from 277 to 285, yeah, I don't have those 9. But apparently the ones at the beginning, Chaz said he has. So once he gets them here and I can actually go through them and catalog them, etc., I'll find out exactly what I'm missing. But it sounds like I may be missing less than 10. And that's pretty cool. I knew I was close because Thomas gave us all those books, you know, a year or two ago, and I was like, man, I collected so many just on my own, you know, from having a subscription for so many years. I know we have to be close, but I didn't realize how close we were. And now with Chaz's help, we really are only missing a few. You know, 2 years ago we collected N64. This year we collected GameCube, and it sounds like with very minimal effort we will have literally every issue of Nintendo Power as well, and that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Why don't you talk about gaming magazines today? Either a gaming magazine that you had years ago that you really enjoyed it if you had a subscription to it, or just one that you know, occasionally picked up at the newsstand. Magazines are kind of a relic. They do still exist, although in not the only person that has a magazine now is like Oprah, right? Like Oprah has a magazine, and then there's like Red Book. So magazines are kind of going the way of the dinosaur, but I have very fond memories of childhood just looking at gaming magazines. So if you have that as well, feel free to talk about that. Maybe you have, you know, a particular like memory that sticks out because of an old gaming magazine, and I'd really love to hear it. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to get stuff done. I'm a little ashamed that I did the vlog yesterday and then ended up not cleaning this stuff up. But it will get cleaned up tonight, for sure, 100%, because we're going to be recording a Q&A, and I need this stuff cleaned up for that purpose. So it will get cleaned up. Promise. Thanks for watching, and as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?